1400 meters, all set, and away they go from the 1400 meter marker. King's Knight, yellow sleeves and cap, one of the first to go. Whiskey Joe drops out at the end of the field, and now going off to lead then there with the red blinkers is Royce Gulgula. There's no real pace on. Lecture D, the yellow cap on the outside. King's Knight is near the rail, then comes Royce Cannon, Show Me Seattle, and at the back is Whiskey Joe, about 6 lengths off the leader. They go to the region of about the 1,000 meter marker now, and Royce Gulgula with the white cap, Lecture D second, and King's Knight at the rail third. Then Show Me Seattle and Royce Cannon, and Whiskey Joe's got about 6 lengths to track down, starts to get warmed up. Coming to the 700 meter marker now, and Royce Gulgula the leader. In second, King's Knight at the rail, Lecture D's on the outside, then Royce Cannon. Behind that, Show Me Seattle and Whiskey Joe's the trailer. Top of the lane at the 600 meter marker, and Royce Gulgula the leader. Down the inside, King's Knight, Lecture D between the two of them, then Royce Cannon. Whiskey Joe comes out for a run. 400 meters to go. Royce Gulgula, Lecture D down the inside, King's Knight, and Whiskey Joe's also starting to get into the race. King's Knight down the inside, Royce Gulgula. Whiskey Joe is starting to really warm up, coming to the 200 meter marker, and that's the one to beat. And here's Whiskey Joe moving into the lead. Down the inside, Royce Gulgula, but Whiskey Joe mowed them down to win it. Second will go to Royce Gulgula, King's Knight, and Lecture D. Well, you had to see this horse go down to the start. His ears are pricked there. He's strong. He looked like a mountain on the way to the gate, the Captain L. And you could see the confidence in Stuart Randolph at the 400 meter marker. He gave him an extra warm-up. If you watch the parade, he went to about the 170 meter marker. And he's a long striding son of Captain L. And he just mowed the opposition down to win by about 2. Second goes to Royce Gulgula. That is number 5. At one stage, that was the tote favourite. Then number 2, King's Knight, who ends up the tote favourite, number 2. Then number 3, Lecture D. Further back in the running, number 4, Royce Cannon, and then Show Me Seattle. The winner on the tote, that's number 8. It shows 350 a win, the 190 a place. And take a look on the right-hand side. This is the same colours as Hot Ticket, and it comes home really powerfully on the right-hand side. Well, it's very similar colours that of Hot Ticket, and they win it well. So it goes to Whiskey Joe, the winner. Second to Royce Gulgula, a race time 88.16, 350 the tote win. Until the third, back to the studio.
Smart performance from number 8, Whiskey Joe, the son of Captain L, out of the Western Wintermere Western Fair from the Dean Cannemeyer stable. And Number 8, Whiskey Joe, the son of Captain L from the Dean Cannemeyer stable. The machine's in full swing. And it was like you wrote the script. What you told me is exactly what happened in the race. He's not a typical speed horse.
No, definitely not. He's a horse that's going to, I said, he's looking for a mile. And, you would think Captain L first time he could put him over 1,000 metres or 1,200 metres, but decided to put him around the turn first time out. And he's also lots of scope. And I was just speaking to Alistair Gordon. Alistair trained the mother. And but it was a good win. When he pulled him out, you could see he started to quicken up on the outside. I thought he had the field beat. But a hell of a scopy horse, lovely action, nice tough horse. Well done to David Avery and to Nicholas Lobscher, first horse he had with me. And they were watching on TV, so they can be excited. I think Nicholas hasn't had a horse for some time, or could be his first horse, yeah. I think it's Nicholas's first horse, so well done to him. And I must say, Volkobus Drifter, I must say, well done to the Orange Boys, Chris and Gary Grant bred him. And Jean Malab and myself, we liked him at the sales, and he said, well, scopy type horse, we bought him. So, well done to my whole team, and I think he's got lots of potential, this horse.
You got Real Princess coming up later in the day. She's coming back from quite a layoff. How's she doing?
Yeah, she's doing well. She's a beautiful filly, as you know, and last time she ran, I think it was June last year, at Scottsville, and took her back to Cape Town. I gave her a rest at the end of the winter season, then I took her back to Cape Town, and she went through what we call growing pains, and we decided to throw her out for 3 months in the paddock, and I brought her back to Durban, especially kept her for the Durban season. She's a magnificent filly, but it's not going to be easy first time, after such a long break. There's some horses that have got good, well performed, but they got the racing fitness, but she's a very smart filly.
Thanks for that professional feedback.
Thank you very much.
Let's get Stuart Randolph into the picture here. Now, just watching him in the ring and watching him go down to the start, he's a lovely specimen. It was always going to be to drop him out from being quite green early on.
Yeah, absolutely, Sheldon. I mean, he's only his first run, and you just want him to guide him around the turn and show him what it's all about. He's just got a tendency, just to come out a little bit slow. But I mean, it's only because he's a youngster. It's his first run, so I left him alone where he was comfortable. The main thing was just to get him settled, feel him get into his rhythm. But I could feel once he straightened up, he started just lengthening up underneath him, and I knew it was just a matter of time.
Just looking at that smile there, just before they turned for home, he just got one niggle. He was on top of them. You just eased him back, and that looked like he was full of running at that stage.
Yeah, it was more the horse I was on the rail. It was more the horse in front of me sort of came back to him. So I just rolled off his heels. He saw a bit of daylight, and he wanted to get going, and just kept him there just for a little bit longer, just to bide his patience. But no, it's like you say, once he straightened up, then he just put his foot down and off he went.
A horse like Entree has got the ability, and then Patch It Up Baby, they'll be your next two best?
Yeah, Entree's always there, but I mean, he's always Star's favourite, but we just got to crack it right with him. We were coming in from a wide draw. Patch It Up Baby is a big point turnaround with Sean Terry's horse there. The last time we met, I was better off. But no, she's an improving sort, and that's all you want on your side.
Well done.
Thanks very much. And I just big thank you to Scannerman and his team, and thanks to the Winning Connections.
Super.
Thank you.
Well done to all concerned. Number 8, Whiskey Joe, the son of Captain L. Well done to all the Winning Connections. And well summarised from Dean Caname. He gave it to us pre-race. He told us exactly how it was going to unfold, and that's the way it worked out.